real world.
Welcome to my channel. This is Serge bringing you another action figure collector's review on McFarlane Toys My Hero Academia's Eijiro Kirishima. As you can tell right there, you get the figure himself. You get an extra set of arms and an extra hair sculpt slash face sculpt. You also get Eijiro Kirishima from the show. You get his name right there. Over here on this side of the box, you get McFarlane Toys up there at the top. Funimation down there at the bottom. Eijiro Kirishima right on that side. On this side of the box, you get McFarlane Toys up there at the top. Funimation down there at the bottom. My Hero Academia right on this side. Over here on the back of the box, you get other figures from this wave. You get a nice little cartoon image or anime image of Kirishima. You get My Hero Academia right there at the back. On the top of the box, you get a nice image of Class 1A, and down here, nothing but the barcode. Let's get to it. Open this bad boy up. Okay, let's take a good look at these accessories. First of all, we'll take a look at these interchangeable arms. And we get interchangeable arms to say interchangeable hands with this figure, and that pleases me a lot. And that's mainly because of Kirishima's quirk. And his quirk is where it's a hardening effect, but it's not like steel hardening. It's more like this rock hardening that we're seeing here, and that pleases me a lot. But I do not like that we got these two different tones right here of flesh tones. This looks like he's been out in the sun a little bit longer, and this is like he's got like a farmer's tan going on. So that displeases me a little bit, but it doesn't bother me that bad. You know, it's something I can look past. But one thing I don't like is that we are stuck in the same position of holding these fists. Like if there would have been a ball joint or a hinge or something there, I would have liked that a lot better. But, you know, for the most part, I'm very satisfied with what we do have. Now, I've heard people complain that they wish that we had interchangeable hands with this. And as you can tell, we got the wide open and the fisted hand. And I'm perfectly fine with what we got because this is quite a bit of plastic right there. And that costs a lot more than interchangeable hands. So I do appreciate this. So I just wanted to go out and say that. But I like the edging that we're seeing throughout. Like it's edged off and blocked up. You know what I'm talking about? Like how rock looks. That pleases me a lot. This is just like if someone was you know, have this actually happen to them, like their skin turned to rock. This looks just like it would, in my opinion. But I like the sculpt work and the detailing that we're seeing throughout. It looks very good. It pleases me a lot. We'll go ahead and take a look at this wide open hand. It looks very good, or karate chopping hand, or whatever you want to call it. I'm very pleased with that. And the forearms is where you see most of that detailing at. So that doesn't bother me at all. Right there in the palm, I like how it looks so rocky, you know. Looks very good, and his fingers, they look all squared and blocked up. That pleases me a lot. Just like somebody like sculpted him or something. Well, he's been sculpted, but you know what I'm talking about, with a hammer and chisel. But right here you get an extra hair sculpt, and it's got his mask in there. And what you do is you take Kirishima's head sculpt that you have, and you just slide that hair off of there just like so. And I'm moving the wrong piece. And what you do is you just slide this piece on over the top of it. And I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. It's just a little tricky to do while on camera, but I will show you. But it just slides up just like that, and you gotta match up the hole just like so. And lastly, we'll take a look at his last accessory, just for you lead-footed people walking out around your house, stomping around like a bunch of Clydesdales. We get this little extra My Hero Academia stand. It doesn't bother me at all that we get these stands. I'm very much pleased with it, because I mean, it's just like if you wake up in the middle of the morning or in the middle of the night or whatever, and you know, you go stomping through your house, your figures don't fall over. So I do appreciate little things like this. Here's Red Riot, walks all rock hard and ready to put some thrill onto your screen. I really do enjoy this character a lot. He is one of my favorite My Hero Academia characters as far as design is concerned. I really do enjoy the design of this character. Now let's see if it flowed well on action figure form. Okay, well first of all I would like to talk about, and I still haven't posted, but I would like to talk about this mask piece right here. It really does get in the way. It gets on his eyes real bad, and it just kind of bothers me. I wish it would just set a little lower, or if it was thinner, that would be a lot better, because, I mean, I don't know, that just bothers me. It's in his eyes. But all in all, for the most part, it looks very good on this figure. I'm very pleased with how it came out, other than that part being in the eyes. Let's take a good look at Kirishima's articulation. First of all, his head can look up that far, which is a good amount right there. He can look down that far, all the way down to his toesies. Right here, he's got the confused dog going on that side a whole lot, and he's got a lot of that expression going on to that side. His head can rotate around in a full 360 right there, and he can throw that perfect pitch, and his arm can move around in that full 360. His arm can extend up that high, which that pleases me a lot. That's a really great range, actually. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got double jointed elbows that bend in. Look at that, all the way. That pleases me a lot. He's got these bee stung ball joint wrists right here, and they can spin around in a full 360. And you gotta find the sweet spot to get his wrists to turn, and you can get that kind of movement out of it. And you can also twist these hand joints around and get a side to side. So that's pretty good. Right here, you can get them leaning that far to that side, that far to that side, and he crunches forward just with that top diaphragm joint that far, which I'll throw his arms up so you can see, and back that far. Now if you add in that second ball joint down there, he can look a pretty good, decent amount down, and he can get like he's getting hit in the face, so that pleases me a lot right there. And he's got a waist twist right here, and his top diaphragm can twist as well. He's got splits that can kick out that far, so that pleases me a lot. And this is very soft, and it likes to get out of the way, so it doesn't really, I mean, it hinders articulation, but not that bad. He can kick forward quite a bit. He can kick back, not so much. He has more of a thigh wiggle than a thigh cut. He's got double jointed knees, and it bend in that far. Now it looks like he's wearing shorts and pants up underneath his shorts wherever you bend his knees in. So that displeases me a whole lot. But, I mean, you know, with the sculpt work, you can't really blame him. And his foot can move that far forward, that far back. He does have ankle rockers, and he also has toe articulation. Before we take a look at Kirishima's sculpt and details, I'd like to show you how his arm goes on. And you just go ahead and pop this one off just like so. And then you go slide that to the side. And we'll pop this other one on just like that. And it's very easy and simple to do. And his elbow bends in that far, just in case you were wondering. Right there. And all in all, I think it really does flow this figure a lot. Flows it very good. I forgot to mention he does have butterfly joints, but they're barely there, so they don't really do anything. But I really do like this look of this figure a lot. It pleases me a lot. His hair is very soft up here at the top, so that it's not hard and it doesn't stick you like the Izuku Midoriya or the Deku. So it pleases me, and I like the hair color choice that they used throughout. I like it a lot, actually. I think it matches the show very well. Now his face sculpt, it's accurate enough to the show to make me not want to complain about it too bad, but it's just a little bit off. I don't really know why. I think it's seeing it in like this 3D mode instead of like a 2D animation is what's throwing me off on it. But he's got this, like, surprise, like, big-eyed look, you know, in a way. But that don't displease me. That's not going to keep me from buying the figure. But over here on this side, I kind of like how he grins and stuff. It doesn't look as bad, and he, you know, it actually matches him from the show. So, I don't know. I'm not dissatisfied with it. But right here, I like the gears that we see on his arms. That's very good. And that's one thing that caught my eye about this figure, or actually this character in general, was that those gears on his arm. It intrigued me because I thought he was like a metal dude, but instead he's more like a rock dude. So that doesn't displease me at all. But I like how this goes around. It's accurate to the show, and it's got its little design, loopy design to it, so that doesn't bother me. I like how the R around the belt for Raphael came out looking good. I mean, Red Riot. I'm just kidding. But yeah, for Red Riot, I like how that sash looks. I think it looks very good. I like the color choice that they went with, the purple. Looks great. I'm very pleased with that. That rock hard arm right there, yeah, you ladies out there must like that. Flexing. Flex for 'em. There you go. Anyway, right here, we'll take a look up underneath there. The wrinkling in the pants, they look very, very good. I'm pleased with that. It looks like actual somebody wearing pants, like baggy pants. So I'm very pleased with that. I like how the boots turned out. I like how they're designed and stuff from the show. And right there, you get peg holes at the bottom of the feet, no treads or nothing. That don't bother me at all. Right here, we'll take a look at the back. Take a look at them rock hard buns for all you people that are into butts. There. And the wrinkling's not as much on the back of the figure, but it's still there. So I'm not displeased with that. And right here, he's got the shape of a teenage boy. He's not over muscular, but he does have muscle tone to him. So that pleases me a lot. Right there. That was a real good look at Red Riot. And we also have trigger fingers for him. And I'm just kind of curious to why he has trigger fingers. I mean, doesn't that send the wrong message to kids? I mean, he is a teenage boy going to high school, for crying out loud. I mean, is he some kind of psychopath that we don't know about? Let me know in the comments below. Kirishima scales next to a couple of his classmates from Class 1A. From McFarlane Toys, we have Izuku Midoriya over there on his left, and we also have Katsuki Bakugo on his right. Also from the same line from McFarlane Toys, we have All Might on his left, and we have Tomoro Shigaraki on his right. And the scaling could be a little off on this, but I'm okay with it personally. Also from McFarlane Toys, here's how our hero scales next to Detective Comic Books issues number 1000's Batman over there on his left, and from One Punch Man's Saitama on his right. How Red Riot scales next to a couple of NECA toys from the GameStop exclusives Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie line. We have the Foot Soldier over there on his left, and on his right we have the Shredder. From Hasbro, here's how he scales next to a Power Ranger from the Lightning Collection line. We have the Walgreens exclusive Dragon Shield Black Power Ranger over there on his left, and on his right we have a Marvel Legends Superior Octopus. Before I get into my final thoughts, I just wanted to say that I had a little bit of a riot of my own, like a little personal riot. I tried to order these figures through Amazon whenever they were first announced, and I placed my pre-orders in, and they released the figures, and then my pre-orders got pushed back until like late April, early May, and I just really wanted these figures like super bad, not just because I wanted to review them, but because I'm a huge fan of the show, and my fandom kind of came first. Sorry everybody, but I just really was excited for this line of just about anything at Toy Fair other than like the Naked Ninja Turtles stuff. I was super excited for these figures, and ordered off there, and I pushed them back, and it was delayed. So I decided to look around and shop around, and I ordered off of Megalopolis, and I ordered off there because I heard so many people say, hey, you should order from here, it's a good store. So that's what I did, and on the site it said 3-day shipping. Well, I ordered them last Tuesday. Well, it said 3-day shipping, which, I mean, it was late Tuesday evening, so I didn't figure I was going to get my figures until I don't know, maybe they weren't going to ship out until like Wednesday. So I was going to say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or at the worst it would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, that didn't happen. It kept getting postponed. It kept getting delayed. And I didn't get these figures until today, which is, I think, March the 19th, I believe. I'm not 100% sure what day it is. Today's Wednesday, March. And I was very displeased with that. And I emailed their customer service, and, they were very nice to me. They apologized and everything for me. And, it wasn't probably 100% their fault because all the craziness that's going on out there right now. And that's kind of what I figured is why it got delayed, is because that virus that's going around. And, I kind of do this to escape from reality. Just, you had a hard day at work or something like that. You get to come home, you watch a review, or in my case, I get to come home and shoot a review. I mean, it's kind of like a stress relief in a weird little way, and I enjoy doing it. It's a hobby of mine. I hope that y'all enjoy my videos. But I don't know, that was just a little bit of a rant that I had. I mean, it was very hard to get these figures, no pun intended. But anyway, here's my final thoughts on this figure. I do enjoy this figure a lot. However, it does have its faults. As far as that little piece that goes above his nose, it's very thick, so it kind of gets into his eyes every time I move him around. I'm having to fight that the whole time. And I don't know if you've noticed, but right here where I took it on and off, I'm starting to get stress in that plastic right there. So be on the lookout for that. That bothers me. And the lack of articulation in the wrist, that bothers me a lot. But all in all, I really do enjoy this figure. And if you are a huge fan like I am of My Hero Academia, and you don't have the money to go out to buy, the import brands, then go out and pick this up. You will be very happy with your money. As long as you don't go to GameStop, because it's like $30 a figure. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of the figure. Let me know what you think of the review in the comments below. And as always, feel the urge to collect with Serge. If you want more action figure collectors reviews, then feel the urge to subscribe to Serge. And if you've liked what you've seen, then click that big thumbs up button. If you want to get notified of my latest videos whenever they drop, click that notification bell. If you want to see this channel grow, share with a friend. Speaking of friends, you can friend me over there on Facebook. Links to that will be in the description below. You can also follow me along on Twitter. Links to that will be in the description below.
Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Yeah.
I heard you was the man to say about some rocks.